Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Be alert, be alert!
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 13.
Flat.
Check 13.
Let's go.
Now Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Bell sheds him off, and they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Foles. That's complete. It's Bell. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll run it with Bell. Still on his feet. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Foles. Flush to his right. Caught here by Bell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Allen, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Allen. It's complete to Britt. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
What we got? What we got? Let's go.
He'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Check. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Bell. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to throw here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Big stop, let's go. Switch.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Watch the twist. Whip. Watch the whip.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And able to find John Brown. John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And some room to work. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down now, Michel. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run with Michel, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He's coming.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cameron Batson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Watch the slant.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Get him, boy.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the ground is Michel. He will push his way down to about the 14. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Let's go,
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Mike, 50 seconds. What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Check 9, check 9. Kill.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Mike 49. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Check your hot read.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I got motion. 49.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Motion!
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
59 Mike.
On 2nd and 10, Foles. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the Bills' 29-yard line.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Blue Dan.
Yeah, go, let's go.
Deuce. Motion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
6.
Mike.
Here we go.
Now Foles. He's got his tight end Fant, and he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Foles, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go.
49's the mic. Check pass.
Go.
Foles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything, just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Well, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
They'll look to throw, and his throw is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Play action, now it's Allen. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Bills with the lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. Michel, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Michel. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Michel going to try again. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it with Bell. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Double time, double time. 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it. This is Michel. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it, baby.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Month's 56. Push him back.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
To throw again on second down. Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Shaq Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Round 80!
45. Rip left, rip left.
Monday.
Slam. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
We go.
They'll try to run it in, Michel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Always got some breathing room. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the end.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they